Hi, back for part two. So we remember that Jesus and Peter were sleeping, and Jesus was in the bed next to Peter, and they were talking about things that scared him, that scared Peter, and then he says he didn't remember closing his eyes. He must have fallen asleep while Jesus was talking. Remember that? Next part. In the morning, Jesus waited by the door to school with me. Nobody noticed Jesus sitting beside me at my desk. I liked having him there. The teacher began to explain our work. She wrote on the overhead while she talked. I tried to keep up, but I couldn't. I couldn't watch and write and listen all at the same time. I got scared and I got mad. Maybe I'd get everything wrong. Maybe she would ask me a question. Maybe I would say something dumb and everybody'd laugh. I wish she'd slow down, but she went faster and faster. And I wanted to cry. Help me, Jesus, I whispered. Jesus put his hand over mine. Just listen now, he said. Listen and think. You can write later. I felt more calm. I didn't get everything right, but I got most of it right. Thank you, Jesus, I said. And here he is sitting at his desk, see? And he was a little worried. After school, my friends and I played soccer. Jesus walked up and down the sidelines like a coach. I'm good at soccer, and I play to win. I was the goalie, so the ball kept coming at me and at me and at me. I stopped it with my hands, my feet, my knees. I even got a header. Suddenly the ball came right at me again and fast. There must have been 8 guys behind it. I slammed my whole body down on the ball, but the ball was just inside the goal. I scrunched myself a little to the outside. The ball came too, and then I jumped out. It's out, I yelled. It's not, the other team yelled back. You moved it. My best buddy Jake was on the other team. He was yelling just as hard as anyone. Cheat! He screamed right into my face. Then everything got quiet. Nobody wanted to play anymore, and I didn't either. I walked home hot and tired and dirty. I didn't say much to Jesus on the way. At home, I found my darkest pencil. I wrote something on a small piece of paper and I burrowed it under my bed and dug out my box. I lifted the lid and looked inside. Yes, it was all still there. I threw in the paper and snapped the lid shut. Then I kicked the box back under the bed. I saw Mom and Jesus in the kitchen. They were talking quietly at the table. I didn't feel like being with them, so I started towards the TV. I heard my mom say to Jesus, I'm so glad you're here. Will you live with us always? Mom didn't even ask me first. I liked having Jesus visit my house, but living with us was something else. I felt funny having Jesus watch everything I did. I'll be glad to make my home with you. I felt funny. I heard Jesus say that. I edged out of the kitchen and went back to my room. I dug my box out from under my bed. I buried it in the darkest corner of the closet. Then I closed the door shut tight. I'll be right back with part 3.